They stalked our coast, then with little warning, Chinese warships opened fire. Now tonight, for the first time, we can bring you the radio transmissions from onboard passenger jets as pilots realised they were flying into a danger zone earlier this year. In a Nine exclusive, professional pilots say the audio reveals how irresponsible the live fire drills were.
It's February, and for the first time we put you in the cockpit as the pilot of a Virgin flight discovers Chinese warships are about to conduct a live firing exercise below him in the Tasman Sea.
Velocity 161, we've just had a warning from a Chinese naval task force that they're doing a live firing exercise. Is anyone aware of that?
Our air traffic control was in the dark.
So they advise the level that they'd be firing to?
Negative, just within a 10 mile radius of that position. That was it.
The audio was released after a Freedom of Information request by Nine. The Virgin plane was fortunately outside the firing zone.
Righto. If we go missing, we'll know what happened, eh?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Virgin pilot, traffic control is now fully aware.
Set a hazard alert. A Chinese warship located approximately 300 nautical miles southeast of Sydney, position 3700 south, 15702 east, has commenced live firing within a 10 nautical mile radius of that position.
The controller warns an Emirates plane to divert course.
You will essentially fly right over the top of that position.
A Qantas plane then joins the conversation.
Senator Qantas 161, have they advised any altitudes or otherwise that they're firing to?
Traffic control doesn't know, but the Emirates plane relays the answer to the Qantas flight.
They are firing up to 15 kilometres in altitude within 10 miles of that reported position.
15 kilometres is 49,000 feet. With passenger jets flying around 35,000 feet, the pilots had reason to be concerned. David Evans was a Qantas pilot for 37 years. He helped land QF-32 at Singapore after a series of catastrophic failures.
Anything above the surface of the sea up to various altitudes is controlled airspace. And to have a foreign entity enter international waters and putting missiles into that airspace without a clearance is very concerning.
The Chinese were under no legal obligation to tell the Australian authorities what they were up to, given they were in international waters. But their presence resulted in the diversion of 49 aircraft, and all thanks to that initial warning from the Virgin pilot.
Whilst this action may have been legal, it was certainly irresponsible. It's a big piece of water out there, and they didn't need to park their ships under a particularly busy route. And I'm sure they certainly knew that that would cause a level of disruption, and that was planned for.
Mark Burrows, 9 News.
Nine's National Affairs Editor Andrew Probyn joins me live from Canberra. Andrew, what are the implications of this incident for our region's security?
Well, Pete, the live fire incident off Australia was Beijing's way of marking what it sees as its sphere of influence. Yes, it was in international waters, but it was also between Australia and New Zealand, a long way from China, and firing missiles well beyond the altitude of trans-Tasman passenger jets was provocative. But as the events of this week demonstrate, under President Xi Jinping, China is determined to dominate.